Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode here on the OWWL Podcast, now sponsored by Celsius Beverage. So every week we come to you with the best and brightest experts throughout the world. Of course, they fly into South Florida and we get to interview them and hear their backstories. Some of them are, of course, entrepreneurs as well and experts in all different fields. So I have my co-host, Ellie Santra, here today, who's going to introduce our guests. What's going on, Ellie?
Not much. I'm excited today to have these amazing professionals and friends of mine, Dr. Mike Renzulli and Coco Renzulli. And this is a father-daughter duo, which I don't think we've had yet on the podcast. So
Most importantly, before we get into this, why are you not wearing pink like us? What's going on?
I'm repping the OWWL brand, black.
Should we kick her out, guys? Should we kick her out and go get pink clothing real quick and run back?
points.
I'm repping
You
our
are.
brand.
You are up in the
So I
brand.
have to have someone doing that.
Okay. Should we let her slide? Should we?
This time.
What
Or
do you think, Coco?
always let her slide.
Love audience.
Woo! Okay, good. So first of all, I want you guys to just tell me about yourselves individually, what you do, and then how you decided to come together as a family to promote your brand.
So I'm an acupuncturist and Chinese acupuncture and herbal medicine. I grew up with all of the adults in my family are pretty much doctors of chiropractic or naturopathic medicine. So for me, it was a natural progression to basically distribute anti-aging devices. It's a way to be in the field while having a greater impact because it's not just one clinic. We are impacting clinics all over the country and all over the world. So it was a natural progression for me. I'm sure your story was a little different, but I really enjoy what we do. I love helping people and I love helping people to help other people.
And when you say acupuncture, are you still practicing acupuncture or are you mainly doing the anti-aging devices right now?
Mainly anti-aging devices, yeah.
Okay.
And we basically help doctors to increase cash in their practice while increasing patient flow.
Awesome. I love it.
Everyone leaves out the cash part, so that's so important because you gotta have the best idea, the best business out there. But if there's no cash coming in, you're gonna fail. And you look at mobile apps, just like OWWL, 99% of them fail because they don't get cash coming in. Great concept, but it doesn't get to the market.
Really
Right.
important.
So my journey started from being in practice very successfully. Then I got into, like a lot of doctors, got into the whole insurance paradigm. If any of you out there listening to this know anything who are in that insurance paradigm, these guys are burnt out, stressed out. Their incomes are going down and down and down. I was there. I've been there, done that.
And on the consumer side, we're all upset too. So like we just call up and complain, and on the other end, they're like everyday complaints, right? It's hard.
It's hard. The model, the system is basically not about health. It's about sickness. So guess what? There's a new paradigm that a doctor or even entrepreneurs can get into to generate very meaningful ways of helping people. And the cash flow, the return on investment is just wild for this.
So give some details.
So I
Right,
was
so
there.
I'm-
I've been there,
I'm-
done that.
I'm a customer. What would I come in? What type of services? And then the practices that you're speaking about, kind of how they keep me a customer. And because obviously with the medical profession, we all know it's like keeping a sick patient not bad. They keep coming back. More medications. We know a lot of this news. We see hospitals saying the same thing. So kind of explain, like me. Let's start with a customer. Where does it start? Where's my journey go from walking into?
I mean, seriously, because you he talks about this all the time. He actually had cancer
Yeah.
last year.
Oh, wow.
So like someone like him, it's like, okay, I'm cancer free now, but I want to make
Yep.
sure that I stick to, this healthy routine or, stay cancer free essentially. So,
So
what
Coco, I would like to hear Coco answer.
So there's actually two different options. So we help doctors, physicians, even entrepreneurs step into the anti-aging space and essentially incorporate or adjunct our devices to their practice to increase again cash flow and patient flow. So what that looks like is red light therapy, PMF, hyperbaric oxygen chambers, and exomes, which are similar to stem cells. Separately, we also help consumers to incorporate all of those devices into their homes. So not everyone wants to go into a doctor's office, and not everyone has the time or energy or mental capacity to go into a doctor's office. So you can buy these devices for your house, which is becoming more and more popular. Again, it's home unit
So where does
size.
someone start, right? Because everything that you just mentioned, like it's the lingo of that world, right? And someone in my shoes is like, I'm like, okay, this sounds aggressive, right? And we've had like Forever Young on, so I'm assuming like that comes to mind, where like, they're a national franchise with 100 locations, and you would work with them on the business side, help them with certain products, and then me on the consumer side, I'm just like frozen. I'm like, what do I do? Because everyone talks about this on TikTok and Instagram today. We see a lot of celebrities talking about stem cell research. Tony Robbins talks about it all the time. And then here I'm just frozen. I'm like, I had cancer, and I know that I just have to eat healthy, drink water. I did the 75-day art challenge with Ellie, and it worked. I lost 15 pounds. I've kept it off. I swim every morning. It's ice cold right now. Like, my wife is like, how are you jumping in that pool right now? It's freezing. And I do it, and we see these cold tubs all over the internet. But like, I stopped there, like swimming, exercise, eating healthy, and I am doing nothing what you're speaking about. So what should I be doing? At least like step one, because it's nervous. Like, do I call up Forever Young and I make an appointment, or another med spa? They're everywhere right now in South Florida, and they're expanding outside of South Florida, right? All areas are expanding with these med spas, and it's hard to determine which ones are the good ones, the bad ones, just because of Google.
Right. And then like
Kind of-
what the cost, it's
Yep.
not cheap for this. So like
No.
what, where you can get the best deal for your money, all of this.
And
So-
even for everyone's use, because if everyone should be doing some of this, is like they can't all afford Forever Young. Like I
Right.
know how expensive it is from others that go there. So like let's start with like the base level. What should someone do at home? And then next level, like the basic, first time visits, and then more advanced, and then we'll talk more about the business side.
So you major in the majors. You start with that. So
Yeah.
just to give you an idea of what we're talking about here. Basically, we have a blueprint. And this blueprint, I don't care if you have a disease or diagnosis, or if you're already seemingly healthy without any symptoms and you just want to optimize your health. So
Okay.
something like you had cancer, by the grace of God, you beat that.
Yeah.
So this is what you do. So these kinds of technologies, what they do is they up-regulate the cells of the body. So it doesn't matter what you have, whether you're even healthy. So for instance, red light therapy. We happen to have a book right here called The Red Light Revolution that Coco and I actually co-authored. This is the absolute ultimate guide in red light therapy. In fact, anyone listening to this right now, just to give you an idea, if you want to access information where you start, and I brought some extra copies of the book for you.
Thank you.
So no matter what you have, just to give you an idea, these technologies will upgrade the cells, will upgrade the metabolic state of that cell, so the cells communicate better. So it gives you more energy. These technologies are designed to give you more ATP, for instance. Red light therapy, for those of you who are uninitiated, a lot of people do know about this, and more, it's exploding in the world.
Yeah.
Period. The end. So if you have more energy in your body, more ATP, if you remember from basic high school biology, the mitochondria of the cell needs to be energized. When your cells become energized, you function better. Your brain starts functioning better. You think better. You sleep better. You release inflammation. You're able to fight off viruses and bacteria and pathogens. You have more strength and ability to have more vibrancy and vitality. How many people are listening to this right here, right now? They're healthy, or they're at that certain age where they're in pain more, or they're inflammation, or they want to stay healthier longer. This is our right.
So it's really the cells. Like it starts with the
Yes.
cells, and everything really goes from there. So would you say that like if between all of these different technologies, like if you had to pick one to start with, would you say the red light is sort of like the best starting point? Or
Go ahead, Coco.
I think that's a matter of opinion,
Yeah.
because really the best is stacking the three of them. I would say the
Yeah.
first step is to buy a red light therapy device. All you have to do is sit in front of it. It doesn't require any extra energy. It doesn't require any mental thought. you could be drinking your cup of coffee in the morning and sit in front of your red light device. I know there's a lot of them out there on the market. We've already done the research for you, and so we know the best devices on the market. And then secondarily, I would say the oxygen therapy. There's some really amazing evidence-based material on the oxygen for anywhere from the elderly community all the way to newborn children with delayed development. There's amazing studies. So
And what do you mean by that, like with a device? Because I'm trying to
So
let
here's
our
the
audience
thing.
understand, and I don't understand it. So
yeah, what
explain
is oxygen
oxygen.
therapy exactly? Like I remember going to those oxygen bars like at the Jersey Shore like boardwalk back in the day, but like I don't think it's that. So
You're like
I'm like, it's
hungover.
not-
You're like maybe
they were
this
like
will work.
oxygen bar, like
what
flavored
do-
oxygen. And I was like,
explain.
what is this?
so
There's different permutations. So it comes in everything from an oxygen chamber
Ah,
to, alternatively, you can do simply what's called exercise with oxygen therapy. So these are oxygen concentrator devices that infuse your body with instead of 21% natural ambient air,
okay.
it's 100% or 97% that you're infusing while you're standing on a simple vibration platform. So these are simple devices that you can incorporate into your daily life that will shift everything.
And how much do they cost? So our audience really understands. So because we're talking the basic level that everyone might be able to afford, I'm assuming. So like the red light therapy, like how much is that approximately? And the
so
oxygen.
yeah, so we have a bunch of different sizes and models, but basically it can start at about $70 a month.
Okay.
So you can do like a payment plan kind of situation.
Gotcha, month to month.
Right, right.
And that would be like to go into an office and get it done or to have one in your home.
that would be for home use. Yeah.
Okay.
Why can't I just buy it outright then? Right?
you
How much
can.
is it just to buy these devices? Like me, I'm just like, okay, it's $300, $800, like a computer. Right.
Right,
Obviously,
so-
in my mind, I'm like, skip the month to month.
Our most popular model is about $1,500.
Gotcha. So they are pretty pricey.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
And is that for the
relatively.
full body or just the face?
That is a more full body size.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I
then
mean,
on
that's
month to
not
month, though,
bad.
it's
No.
On a month-to-month
Yeah.
basis, if you go somewhere,
cell phone bill.
Once I get a bigger place, the one at your
We're
house.
getting it right here in this
massive.
office. Right, Owl HQ. We're putting it in, and every new
That I
guest
would-
coming in, we're going to
yeah.
do trials. I like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Look, he's getting excited.
Yeah.
I guess every week. We're like,
lifestyle.
by the way, before the episode starts, we need to give you some more energy.
Instead of going to Starbucks, we should
Celsius
do
and
the-
this.
the machine. Think how
I
much
know.
money you would save from the Starbucks.
Danielle, what would you do with me with more energy, though? You and Stephanie
I
over
know.
here.
So here's the
You
difference,
guys
though.
would be like, don't give that man any more.
It
He's
gives
done.
you coherent energy. It's
Like
not
when I die off.
It's
chaotic.
not coffee energy.
Right. It
Right.
integrates. Just imagine if you
Mindful
were able to
energy.
integrate your left and right
Grounded
hemispheres of your brain.
Ellie, would you want this? Would you
No,
want me
you
with?
actually
Let her
think
in.
more
Yes.
clearly.
You would
because
want me
you
with
wouldn't be
more?
like ADD about it. You would be
Oh, see.
a bit more grounded.
Okay.
So you wouldn't be
She says,
bouncing
she
back
says
and
I
forth.
bounce a lot, which I do, right? I am really good in the morning. And then I find myself between like
I do the same thing.
2 o'clock
Yeah.
to like 5-ish. I have this like zone where I'm like, wait, did she do that? Did you do that? Did they do that? And I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
very bouncy. I'm jittery. Right. And then all of a sudden, like I get back to normal after 5. Right. And I obviously drink caffeine.
Yeah.
I'm a
Right.
Starbucks guy.
Right.
I drink 2 coffees a day. And I do get those jitters
I
sometimes.
mean, the red light, I can, speak about myself because I went to their house and used it, and I have nothing but good things to say. I truly, I wouldn't say like you're describing. It's not like a coffee energy. It was almost like I had just like done a yoga class or like a meditation, kind of grounded.
Integrated.
Yeah, yeah. So it re-energizes you in a different way.
By bringing your body into homeostasis.
mhm.
That's really what it's doing. It's bringing
Yeah.
your body back into balance.
Yeah, I thought it had a calming effect personally.
But it's also in
Yeah.
a combo, correct me if I'm wrong, with eating healthy, drinking water, and exercising.
It's
Right.
definitely a lifestyle. It's definitely a mental and physical lifestyle. But that's not to say that if somebody isn't per se healthy, eating well, it will still very much help them, bring them energy, bring their
Optimize.
bodies.
Yeah, because I see too often people just like get rich quick scams out there, or just I want to
Right.
win the lottery by going viral on social media. Right. More often, it's hard work running a business, and same thing with health. It's like there's no shortcut. You still got to wake up. And even though you don't want to work out, it could be running, walking, going to the gym, going to the pool like I do. It's like, I wake up, I'm like, I got to do it because I gotta stay healthy because my brain, is right that day. Whenever I don't jump in that pool, that later that day, I'm like, what's wrong with me today?
Yeah.
And just like,
Yeah.
I didn't get my walk or my jog and then my pool time in, and then I'm off. Right. And that's important. It's not just like, oh, I do red light or the oxygen thing and I'm good now. No, it's a combination of all the above, right?
Absolutely. It's definitely a lifestyle. I will say though that there is personally using these devices on an everyday basis. Like you said, we have a whole bed in our house
Mhm.
and we genuinely use
That's why I like you guys.
every single
If you're
day.
gonna buy from anybody, like these guys actually do live the lifestyle and they walk the walk. So it's like that's why I wanted to invite you on because you're so knowledgeable. Because like I actually know you from going to yoga and you guys live this lifestyle. So it makes sense that you're successful as entrepreneurs with what you do because it's you live it and you have the knowledge behind it.
Genuinely, we
Yeah.
use this stuff every day, twice a day. It's a lifestyle. And so even when you're down though, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling anxious, there's not like a physical action that you have to take. You have to turn on your red light device, yes. You have to turn on the oxygen device, yes. But once you're there, you just sit. You just sit alone. It's not something that you actively have to like think about or do. It's not like working out where half the battle is getting yourself to the gym.
Oh.
But once you turn the device on, you are actively in
So there's
therapy.
a couple of other components as well. One of them is, for instance, these biomats. I'm sure you've heard about this. So a biomat is, for instance, we have these beautiful, amazing pulsed electromagnetic energy mats. You just lay on this thing. You don't have to do a thing. And
Yeah.
what does it do? Is this energy that's being pulsed into your body, magnetic. So it's stimulating cellular voltage. Just imagine being able to plug in your cell phone. Well, you can plug your body in. You just lay on this mat. This is where the
Plug me in.
technology
I
is.
want one of these already.
What
Sold.
about do you have the grounding mats too? Is that part of it?
Yes. Well, our red light beds, for instance, has automatically the grounding bar in it. So
Okay.
these things go up to these super powerful beds as well. There's a whole range. Another component is a simple vibration platform. What does this do?
We have
I
one.
have one
You
in
should
there.
be using it every single day.
Wow, you guys hear that?
Yeah,
Anyone who's
we
working
have-
there,
he
please
has-
use
10
the
minutes
Okay.
They'll-
every day.
They'll
Here,
tell
I'm
us
putting
if
you
it's,
on it for 10
you
minutes.
guys will have to tell us if it's good though. If
I
our
bought 101 off the internet for fun one day, and then all of a sudden.
but I wonder if
sit there
it's
and
like
when I'm
as
tired,
good
we
as
just throw
like
it on
the ones that
for
you
fun.
guys
Just
sell.
do it.
Check it
The
out for
answer
you.
is just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. The answer is just do it. It's 10 minutes. It stimulates,
Nike.
releases
I
toxins,
knew I was onto something with that thing. See?
increases oxygen and blood flow in your body and your brain. Hello.
Those things always make me itch though.
They
Why
are
is
very
that?
itchy.
Yeah,
So
it's good.
itching is usually a sign of nerve repair.
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
good.
Look at this.
Round of applause
Look at
for you
this.
guys.
Oh, nerve repair.
On
Yeah.
the right track.
Wow.
Neurological.
So I just have
Genesis.
to get through the itching and then hopefully my
Yes.
nerves will be repaired if
It's
I do
a
it every day.
positive thing. It's a good
This
sign.
is good. You guys are motivating
Another
me.
component, by the way, is a mindset thing. So we have something called a mind tap. It's a self-motivation technology. So this is, like you mentioned, Jason, an integrated approach, a comprehensive approach to health and wellness. So what does that mean? It's a device that puts your brain very quickly into entrainment, slows our chaotic brains down. Now there's powerful, advanced, guided imagery visualization that will just upgrade your cells on a next level. So this is super powerful, whether you just want to lose weight or you want to drink more water. So you go to your typical doctor, he's like, you gotta lose the weight, drink more. Like, good luck. Thanks,
Yeah,
doc.
it's
A
the
lot
same
of
thing that we
good
hear
diet
every
helps
day.
me. Well, this is a
Mediterranean
technology.
diet,
Yeah.
drink water, lose weight. We're like,
So
thank
this
you.
is almost like it's basically hypnotherapy that's just changes your subconscious mind to have better habits. Hello.
So is that other than like the audio that it's like a guided meditation, is there anything else in the machine that's like are there like
So there's an
vibrations or something?
So it's like a goggles. and
Yeah.
headphones. You basically put it on. We have a whole set of different audios. What it's doing is retraining the subconscious because, as we
Mhm.
know, we can be eating well, but we can also have a really poor mindset. And so
Mm.
you're not going to get better if you're still thinking negative
And is the point
thoughts.
of the goggles just to like kind of so that you can block out all the light around you and get really like
What it does is
centered,
it's
or
basically flashing these different lights to reprogram and confuse the subconscious so that when it's
Oh.
suggesting the information, it's bypassing your conscious and going straight into your subconscious.
That's interesting. So it's not just like a typical. I would love that as a meditation teacher,
Right.
like to have that effect along with the vocals.
Right.
That's really amazing.
I would like to put those on every time I'm with my kids through the drive-through at McDonald's. And the McDonald's chicken nuggets come out and the French fries, and you tell me that those goggles could prevent me from eating a hot French fry
So
from
you got to do it
McDonald's.
ahead of
Oh.
time.
You don't understand.
I don't
Like
know.
they're the best.
Yeah. Oh, the smell is
the
just
smell,
every time
the
I drive
oil.
by McDonald's, I'm like,
But seriously, it's
Mm.
hard. When we're in our different, time frames in our life, when you have children and there's that extra nugget, like it's hard for a lot of my friends to not take that nugget, right? So it's a lot easier when you're in a position, when I'm by myself, especially like in the office here, like I don't eat like crap. It's like
Yeah.
when you're put in environments, when you're going out a lot at night and there's a buffet or it's like free food and you're like, there's hors d'oeuvres being passed around, a lot harder, right? So what you're speaking
Yeah.
about really
so
can be
you need
helpful.
one specifically targeted towards that.
Yes.
Jason, do not take the nugget.
So
No,
we have
take the
other
nugget.
audios that even do, like, for instance, sexual health
Hmm.
or oxygen
And
or
diet and body
So each
awareness and-
for this machine, does it come with like one specific topic and then you could like order more or like for the meditation?
the
aspect
initial
of it?
one is a series of 10. So
Oh, so
basically
it's
it's
10
body
different ones.
makeover, body
Okay, yeah,
optimization,
cool.
brain optimization, sleeping better, have drinking more water, moving your
Mhm.
body more. We all need this.
I actually did it. I remember now, like a year ago. I tried that one out
Yeah.
too with the goggles and it
with
was
me.
interesting. Yeah.
So I want to dive a little bit into the business side because we see so many professionals and entrepreneurs failing, not because they're not excellent, like you're speaking about all these different topics, but they just don't know how to market themselves.
Yeah.
Right. And without marketing, the business always fail. Right.
Right.
There's those few situations where you're such an advance in technology, like Chat GPT came out, and that is amazing when it came out, and it got gazillion downloads in like 90 days. But most businesses don't get off the ground, like that. It takes hard work on the ground, building relationships and connections, and getting this book, sold, getting your product sold. So let's talk about that for a moment. How is this all distributed?
I like to hear Coco.
So
talk.
what we are famous for, our company, we've been around for about 12 years, and we're famous for specifically pairing the best marketing in the field for red light therapy, and then we extend it out to hyperbaric and PMF and these other
Nice.
side modalities that we have. So we have teamed up with one of the best marketing teams in the space specifically for anti-aging devices,
Nice.
so that people who want to get into business can be successful without having to make that large of an investment.
So we
and
put it
risk.
together as a package. So it's kind of like a done for you. We can actually guarantee patients in the door. So it's quite fascinating.
So you're
And
working with
dealing
them,
the best.
but are you also working direct with consumers like myself?
Yes.
You are. You're doing both.
Oh yeah.
So like in terms of like the best marketing, right? Like why are they the best? Like what are they doing?
So how
to-
it's
to
doing
get
is,
these
most
clients?
people, they go to an ad agency. Oh, let me put a bunch of
Is it like Instagram marketing?
Facebook
Is it-
ads, and then you try
Yeah.
to call
Yeah.
them up and try to get them in your door as a practitioner. I don't think so. So this is an integrated marketing approach where we do all the emails, the texting, the phone calls,
You even have a podcast,
Yeah.
right? So
website. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like a done for you thing
Mm.
with super high level quality.
yeah.
No joke. And the equipment is quality. There's a lot of stuff that you can go buy something and it's a piece of junk. So
Mhm.
we have quality equipment for very reasonable pricing on top of it.
And you're an author, right? So it's
Yeah.
personal branding,
Yeah,
author. So I'm
so-
seeing a lot of stuff right off the bat. And I know we just met today, but it's like a book, right? Then all of a sudden, personal branding on your own accounts you guys have, podcasts you have, and then
And you travel.
and
You
then
guys do a lot of the
experts.
conferences too,
Yes,
as
all
well.
the medical conferences, the high level, the best of the best,
and do
people who
speak at
really
these conferences too, I'm assuming?
Of course.
Yeah, I figured. So you're doing it all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then what we also do is we help professionals to become a co-author of this book as well.
Ah,
So she,
I've seen
yeah,
people
we
do that.
have
That's
Wendy
amazing.
Blum. She was on our
Marketing.
podcast, and she's on the OWL app, and she has a whole co-author
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
okay, same idea.
program. Not like for she was in actually like the health space for a while, but it's just pretty much like anyone who wants to be an author. Like there's so much power in collaboration that like, you know, it's gonna go out to more people, the more people that are co-authors, and then you can share your audiences and
Yeah, and then it gives
So-
them the credibility and the confidence that they need to be able to communicate to their patients.
Mhm. We don't need that now, though. We can just go on ChatGPT and say, "Write a book for me, thanks."
Yes.
Even with ChatGPT, though, what I've seen is when you put your energy into the prompts on those, it comes out. It really
It
does.
depends on what you say. It really can spit out different answers. So it's interesting.
So for anyone who might be interested, hey, I want to talk to Coco or Dr. Mike, you can just go to mypersonalmeeting.com and book a one-on-one discovery call with us. If we think you can, if you need help, if you know anybody who needs help, listen. Our purpose
Or-
is very
Do you
sincere,
do
so we're
groups?
lucky that we come from that place. We do really care about.
Or you could call them on OWL now.
Okay.
Or you
They're-
can just
That's the whole
Hello.
point. They're all
Hello.
here.
Let's call.
They're about to be experts on the app after this episode. So if you want to hear more, you want to learn more about what they do, you want to learn about co-authoring, alternative medicine, these technologies, give them a call and they can answer any of your questions.
Before we call someone on the OWL app to do this, do you do group sessions as well? Where you just do like once a month, a big group of people come on?
We
and
do.
You educate them on,
We do.
on all
Yeah.
this technology?
So we're actually having one of those this weekend.
I got an idea
We
for
have
the
a
bet.
group of
right there.
doctors coming in from
Okay.
all over the place. They're going to be trying all these beautiful toys. And by the way, the return on investment for these guys is unbelievable. So how it works is typically you go into an office, you get a package of sessions. I'm going to have a series of red light therapy. I'm going to have a series of oxygen, a series of pulse electromagnetic, and the mind tap and the vibration platform. And typically it's anywhere from between $2,000 to $4,000 or $5,000 for a package of sessions, which is very reasonable. So what's nice about it is it's hands-free for the provider. There's no work,
That's
no
great.
technician. You just turn it on. Super simple. It's really effective. So it's a win-win-win.
Yeah.
Weight loss. This is where it's all going.
Oh, I forgot to ask. I know the answer, but for people that don't know, how long should you use these machines every day? Like what's
So each treatment's about 10 minutes, depending on which device we're talking about, but typically it's about 10 to 20 minutes. And then we recommend like 2 to 3 times a week.
okay? I mean, who doesn't have 10 minutes 2 to 3 times a week? It's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, and you could be on your phone, you could be, doing other things on your laptop, working.
Now, classically and typically, hyperbaric oxygen chamber, which is just 100% oxygen being infused into your cells, into your brain tissue, into your bones. That typically is you need typically a 30 to even as much as 60 minutes. So that's
Okay.
the only, however, we have an alternative that is just an oxygen concentrator that you inhale while you're on a vibration platform. So depending on your
Ooh.
space,
Ooh.
I'm curious about that. I've never done that before.
I want to try them all.
Yeah.
I feel like I've done none
You
of
guys
this.
got to come over sometime.
Okay, we're gonna do it.
We'll have
So-
some fun.
Yeah.
So what's cool about this part of the episode is I'm going to go ahead and call some experts that are available on the
Perfect.
OWL app. Being that our app has experts 24/7 available, we have Jenna Brown that we're calling, and it's your health is your wealth, right?
Love
so
it.
Love
perfect
that.
one. I was specifically looking for someone in the health space, and when she gets on, we're going to ask her about what her expertise is, and then we're going to ask her a question, and then she'll ask you guys a question because she doesn't know who you are.
Fun.
So here she is. Hey, Jenna, can you hear me? Jenna?
Hi.
What's up, Jenna? You are live on the OWL Podcast. Are you okay being recorded? Jenna? Hey, Jenna. Jenna, can you hear us?
I'm in my car.
You're in your car. Maybe come off of Bluetooth. It usually works a little
Okay.
better. You're live on the
Okay.
OWL podcast. Are you okay being recorded?
Sure.
I know you're a podcaster. We met at Podfest Expo. So can you tell our audience in 30 seconds or less what you do a little bit? I saw your slogan, your health is your wealth.
Yeah, your health is your wealth. I help high achievers, go-getters to balance their health in incorporating in their busy lifestyle with mind, body, and spirit in a holistic, practical kind of way.
Awesome. Coco, you want to ask her a question or two? We have two podcast guests, father and daughter here, that are going deep into this topic.
My name is Gina Brown. I'm not sure if you were able to mention that part, but yeah.
So what
Hi,
is
Dina.
the number one tool that you recommend for high performance people to easily and quickly incorporate into their life to achieve that mind body
One is
balance?
one is committing, because most of us don't do that well, and really plan it out. So is it going to be in the morning or in the evening? What is it you're going to eat? Is it an exercise thing? What is it that you want to achieve? Sometimes it's not losing weight, but it's just to have a good, well-balanced regimen for clarity and just physicality. So that is really important. Like, commit to yourself, like daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, however that is. And then once you attack that sense of accomplishment is fantastic. You feel amazing. But not only that, you see the results in your behavior and decision making and choices you make. It catapults in how you respond to people when it's the exercise and the nutrition piece. I personally am a pescatarian and don't eat dairy, so it is a lifestyle for me. It's pretty incorporated. I used to eat meat and chicken, but once I took it out, there's a process of transitioning that diet balance into something else, and it takes a little while. It doesn't just happen instantly, but the rewards are great on however you choose that is best for you. And I don't advocate everyone not eat meat, but I advocate for good health and life choice.
Yeah, I agree completely. Commit
So
and
just so
plan.
I'm clear, Gina, what you're saying is just make a commitment to yourself. Take stock, take a moment, really think about what is your consciousness, upgrade your awareness, and make a commitment to create a routine or intention. Is that it?
That is one step, yes.
Step one,
Step
commitment.
one.
Ooh.
Commit and plan.
Well, thank you very much for joining us on the OWL podcast today. And you have a podcast, correct?
I do. Gina Brown Podcast, Smart Wisdom.
Awesome. We're going to have our guests reach out to you on OWL app, or you reach out to them. They're going to be the featured experts next week. And y'all are going to have a podcast. See, that's the power of OWL right there. It's just calling people out of the blue.
Power of
And then
owl.
the power of connecting. It's that simple. Thank
The
you.
power of owl. Thank you
Hoot,
guys.
hoot, hoot,
Good
hoot.
to
Hoot,
connect.
hoot.
Okay, that was your first OWL call. Pretty cool, right? And
Fun.
now we get
Lost
to leave a
opportunity then.
review. You did a good
Popped
job.
your
Should we
owl
leave her
cherry.
3 stars, 4 stars, or 5? What do you
5
think?
stars all day.
Great call
Yeah.
all day. Okay, we'll do one more. We'll pick on somebody else. So as I'm looking for someone to call, keep
Yeah.
chatting.
Ooh.
Do you know what's interesting is, like you mentioned, Jason, this is a lifestyle, people. Realize, if not now, when? If not at this point, when are you going to wait? 5 years to upgrade and think about your health and well-being, and think about the people that you need to be there for, your children, your family, people you care about. This is more than just you. So make a commitment, no matter what that looks like. Do something for yourself. Use this opportunity,
Listen, can you
right?
hear me?
Yes, we can. Is this Chela Diaz?
This is Chela Diaz, and you have my permission to record me.
Oh, that means you're watching live. I have a feeling. Are you watching the show right now, Chela?
I am watching the show.
Okay, then
I
we're
have
gonna
one
flip
on
it.
my
Instead of us asking what do you do, Chela, can you ask our guests a question?
I'm very excited to hear what you guys do.
Ooh. So
And who are you looking to connect with?
We help providers increase cash and patients in their clinics, and while providing high level marketing And then we also, on the flip side, help consumers to integrate anti-aging devices into their homes at an affordable price.
Awesome.
And Cella, so they have a little background. Tell them what you do.
I guide women entrepreneurs to increase their fees, charge their value,
Guys are similar.
make
Love
sure that they're
that.
making bigger impact in the world.
Oh, you and Coco got to connect after this then.
Yeah.
On the OWL app, of course.
Yeah.
Cool.
Of course, we absolutely will.
The
So
power
I'm
of
so
OWL.
glad you guys are here.
Or the power. That's our new slogan.
So
I got it.
she
There
said,
it is. That's
You're
why you guys
welcome.
got
Yes,
married.
too.
You're welcome,
Part two.
Jason.
We're good.
What do
Power
you
of
guys
We're
OWL.
done here. That's what
Power of OWL.
Power of OWL.
that was her. She also asked, like, who can she connect you guys with? Is there someone that you're looking at? Because Mike mentioned that he wanted to do more speaking engagements.
That's right.
So he was, looking to speak on bigger stages, more stages. So
International.
Oh, we must connect. I have the connections for you.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful.
Oh, and speaking
Power of
of,
OWL, Jason.
one other thing.
But it's true because no one ever calls people on just the power of OWL. They're like sitting right here live. They're like, I have no marketing. I have no meetings. It's like, just call someone. They're like,
Hello.
hello.
We gave you the tool.
Yeah, we gave you the tool, but people don't want to use it.
This man's a genius.
Well, we also have a community chat forum now in our app. So if you are looking, basically, well, it's sort of a recommending tool. So
Ooh, we lost
say
Cella.
Chella
Hi,
could put in the community
Chella.
chat forum, hey guys, I just talked to Mike and Coco, and I'm recommending them if you're looking for, anti-aging devices. So it's like on Facebook, how people would say, like, does anyone know a
New
babysitter?
feature,
And then-
community.
yeah, but it's a community feature where you can then like tag and recommend different people. So that's pretty cool as well, because it's always nice to get a recommendation when you're like
Of
looking,
course.
who should I use, even for other people, like what anti-aging company should I use, and they can recommend you right on the app.
So here's a simple other hack that anyone listening to this can do. I was mentioning to you before we even got going. You can do with a 5-minute breath, little stuff. You just integration. I'm telling you right here, right now. If anyone listening to this is free. You just, I could easily show you, but even if you go to a simple 5-minute YouTube video and do a breath, it stimulates parasympathetic in your nerve, in your brain, through the vagus nerve. It slows everything down, puts your body into homeostasis. It helps you regroup. Simple. This is an anti-aging hack. This will help you live longer. This will help you
Breathe.
have better quality.
It's
of
so funny that you said that. I uploaded my first meditation YouTube video today, and it was breathing meditation.
Breathe.
So go to YouTube. It's
we are in the
15
same
minutes.
wavelinth here.
Ellie Santra breathing meditation.
There
on
you go.
YouTube.
I want you
check it
to
out.
do this. Seriously.
It's literally on.
How do you
That's so
access
funny
that?
that you said
Ellie
that.
Santra.
Just on YouTube, it says Ellie Santra breathing meditation, and it's
Perfect.
15 minutes, and you don't have to do the full. 15,
This is
but
anti-aging, everyone.
That's so funny that you.
So
like,
is it
brought that
true
up.
then this song? Like I watched a TikTok video. It's got like 8 million plus views, like Weightless by Marconi Union is like, here, I'll play a little bit of it because we're on here.
This is anti-aging medicine.
What's
truly.
happening?
Ooh.
Supposedly, like it reduces stress, and every day I should be listening to this.
Power of OWL. Wow.
Have you heard this song before? So now let's all do it. Let's close our eyes for a minute.
Everyone take it.
Everyone listening.
This is well purpose.
I've never done this before, but
This becomes a
Why
lifestyle.
are you not listening to my songs?
I agree with that.
We need to get
you
you
know
on
what? You
Spotify.
got you.
I am on Spotify.
okay, we'll go for you next.
No, it's okay. We don't have to do it. today.
Everyone take a deep breath in.
Ooh.
Slowly exhale.
Come on, audience, do it with us.
Yes, of course. It's more fun.
Everyone watching.
Deep breath in.
It does feel good right now.
Slow, deep breath.
Okay, now we'll go to Ellie Santra.
Ooh, okay. No, it's okay. This
Oh my goodness, this is so
There's Ellie.
so
amazing.
this is just as a background. So these are musical mantras. So a mantra practice is where you have a repeated phrase over and over again, and that gets, so these are like targeted messages. That was instrumental. This is like, this whole theme of this album is repeated phrases over and over again, so that the whole theme is like to have self-love and self-acceptance. So if you listen to this and close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, it releases oxytocin into the body.
Okay,
helps
let's do
with
it. We're doing
self-love and
Jason,
acceptance.
feeling his heart.
I see you, investor, giving us
Yeah.
25 million to grow OWL, impact
Exactly.
millions of lives. Right?
Exactly.
I see
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, you can
See.
manifest at the same time. But it starts with
Is that
you.
what you see?
You have to believe it and love yourself first. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else is going to invest.
Foundation of anti-aging. You have to work on self-worth, self-love. This particular song is just next level excellent. I highly recommend it. My other daughter Angela, I have 3 girls.
Yeah.
My other daughter Angela, she's also Oriental medicine
Yeah.
doctor, and we were vibing on this song. It's just like
That
so
sounds, that's
well
the first
done.
I've heard that. So that was awesome.
You can
Okay,
listen
so
to
we're
the
coming to your
flow.
house. We're playing Ellie Santra music,
Yeah.
and we're creating new change in our
vibing
lives.
out.
Okay, so now is the
now
best
it's
part of the show.
It's
The bet. So I already know what I'm thinking. About.
Okay, what's the bet?
Okay, the bet is
Well,
we did this.
just so you guys know, at the end of every episode, we make like a bet with our podcast guests, and this is our favorite part. So,
Yeah,
like the
okay.
last guy, he was a millionaire from Bitcoin, and we bet he won the bet. So now I'm
He
giving
did
him
win the
2
bet.
free voice lessons.
Yep.
So anyway,
So we as an OWL community did the 75-day hard challenge, but there was no one coaching us. We just said, let's
Right.
follow same thing as the normal routine, but instead of reading a chapter in a book, we substituted it with one OWL call outbound. So you meet a new person every day, which it's obviously more awkward to call someone versus someone calling you for help, of course.
Sure.
And we went 75 days straight, working out, drinking the water, the whole thing, like the regular challenge is. But I look at like we should do that. It was so awesome with the community. So I'll put up some prizes and I want you guys to coach. Last time we did this, 30 people entered. Our platform's a lot bigger than it was 1 year ago. So my answer is like you two do some type of 30-day challenge with our community. We meet once a week. So it'd be 4 meetings, right? And we'll pick a time that's good for everybody because us 4 have to be on it. I want to participate, of course,
Yeah.
learning all this stuff that we talked about during today's episode. That's what we want to win. And the challenge is that each of you for 7 days in a row have to call a new person.
Love it.
So that's 7 calls, 14 calls. She fails, you fail. You fail, she fails. Right?
To
It's
hold
an
each other
instant
accountable.
platform. People are $1. So you have a $10 bonus. It's not going to cost you a penny.
Mhm.
Even if it did cost you a penny, it wouldn't be a big
It'd be
expense.
yeah.
So it's that easy. But most people fail because they don't do one thing that we talked about in today's episode. What she said. They
Commit.
don't
Right.
commit the
Yeah.
first step. The first jump is the hardest jump.
Mm.
So I'm going to push you both to make 1 call per day. Okay. And then if
So-
you lose, what
On
would you
your
like?
community platform.
Now, if you lose,
No,
if you lose, we win that.
No.
coaching.
If they win,
Yeah.
what do you want? So if you guys lose, then we get that 30-day coaching thing with our community.
And we're- yeah.
Now, if you guys win the bet and you make the calls, what do you want from us? So we could either give you our studio for a day to record your podcast in. We could give you what else could we give them?
More promotion on social media about them being experts. So you guys are marketers. Obviously, we're marketers. We could drive more traffic to call you. We could feature you on the OWL app. There's a feature category. So we could put you on the top of that app for a while. We could do a lot of things. I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys might have ideas. You see our studio. You see what we're about. We have a
I'd
platform.
like your
over
commitment to
7,000
connect
people.
me with your. Here's where I.
Speakers, stages.
Oh, how about we
Obviously,
could
I know a
maybe
lot of-
I don't know if you could
Celsius
promise to
Beverage
get
as
him
a
at
sponsor.
TEDx with Cindy, but
So I am very close with the TEDx organizer of TEDx Boca Raton, also Del Rey. Del
Yeah.
Rey, we were sponsored too.
Let's
I'm
do
very
a TEDx.
close. I can't push you to TEDx. I could
he
push
could
you.
connect you
I
with
could-
the person who
I
organized.
could get you a one-on-one, coffee date or a luncheon with a TEDx organizer. Likely the Boca Raton one. I'm super close with her, and I happen to have her banner out there, so you guys can take it home with you, and then she'll have to pick it up at your house.
I'd like your commitment. TEDx is okay, but I can go there and pay
Yeah.
for that.
Okay.
So, but I'd like your commitment to connect me with your highest level people because
Okay,
we're worth
Ooh,
it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, how many?
I,
Let's
I,
put a number about
I'd like
it
for you
because
to
obviously
connect
I
me
have
with-
a
Maybe
lot.
7 because
I've done 300 podcast episodes in person, all the way to the top of Celsius Beverage, all the way to the original founder Celsius, to TRX right in Del Rey. They moved from California. TRX is huge.
Clear goal. Clear
Obviously,
commitment.
I can't push them to jump on meetings, but I could do introductions. But what is so? How many?
How many introductions?
I'm willing. Listen, if you get us, you're going to be very fortunate. Put it that way.
Okay.
You're going to be you're going to be infused with all kinds of good things.
Nice. I like this. Everything's about
reality.
See, these guys are good energy. I'm glad I got
really good energy.
right.
So,
Woo!
so 2 introductions, 5 introductions, 7.
I think 7 because 7.
I was going to say 5, but you know,
Seven
she
and
said 7.
seven.
I'll
Seven
take
and
7, 7 is lucky. 7, 7, 7.
Yeah,
Seven,
7.
We're on
7.
7.
The power of owl.
The power of
Yeah.
Okay, that's
7,
Deal?
7, 7.
Deal.
okay. Coco, deal. That's it, guys. They made the deal. We got it recorded. So if they fail the next 7 days,
Or if we
there's no
fail,
excuses. They're
we got to
Saturday,
make sure they're
Sunday.
set up as experts. You're at 100%. We'll approve you after the episode, and then you just call people. It's simple.
It is. It
One
is that
person
simple,
every
but
day.
most, but
10 minutes.
Contributors,
I
you
think
know
only
that-
It
one
takes
out of
just
7
as long
people
as the machines
made
take.
it.
10 minutes.
Let me tell you
Sometimes.
something.
Most
Helping
people fail,
other
though.
people and being authentic in that way is another secret of anti-aging.
Yeah.
You have to somehow help others.
Who's calling?
It's not my mom. Forgot to put it on silent. Well, that was the buzzer.
Wait, let me make one last announcement. That you guys can hop on. So at 6 o'clock in 10 minutes, we have a brand ambassador information session. So if
And
you want to
tomorrow
be
at 12.
yes, if you want to become a brand ambassador with us, there are a lot of benefits to the program. We have a Zoom link, which we will, I guess, put in our Instagram story right now that you can hop on last minute. So it's at 6 o'clock Eastern time in 10 minutes. And then we have another one tomorrow at 12 Eastern time. So
Okay.
if you want to know, hop on. If you want to learn more
Well,
about the program.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. Thank you guys for joining us as
Thank you
excellent
so
guests.
much for
and
having us.
we look forward to doing a lot more in the future and connecting you guys with some amazing people on the Power of Owl. Take care, everybody.
Owl.
Bye.
next week.
Bye.